Well, you know what they say: a hat warms the head, a coat warms the body, but socks warm the soul.
That's stupid.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very first episode of Foul Boys, the podcast.
The podcast. I am super pumped for this.
I know, I'm stoked. We've been talking about this for a long time. Should we give our names? Like, should we give our screen names, our real names, or gamer names? I don't even know how this works.
Uh, I was thinking about that earlier. Like, a part of me wants to say like our real name.
Yeah, I feel like we should. I feel like it
Like
doesn't
we
matter because if you're here, real friends, maybe.
like we have identities. Like
We
why
do.
not share
I'm
that
tired.
with
I
the
can't
people?
always be this guy. I just want to be me.
Yeah.
The little boy curled up in the corner, crying. That's
Like
not me.
college
That's
high
you.
school.
Sorry, that was you.
That was literally me like an hour ago. Uh,
So, guys, welcome. I am Danny, aka Mega. Introduce
I am
yourself.
I am Josh, aka Banana J, and we are so excited to be here with you guys again.
Yes. So, I guess we can kick this off. Something that we talk a lot about on stream,
Something
and
that we talk
nobody
a
ever
lot about
really
in life.
understands in life. And look,
Here
it's
we
a
are.
pressing matter. I think we owe it to the first episode to talk about socks.
We gotta talk about socks, man.
We have
They
to.
they're such an important part of life. Also a big inconvenience, but also like something that's just needed on a day to day.
Well, there are some socks that are great, some socks that I think are stupid. I'm going to say one that I think are stupid, and I know that you love them, and it's those
hmm
dumb toe socks.
When it's the right toe sock, it's a good sock.
No,
But there are really bad toe socks
no.
out there. I knew you were gonna bring this up. I was thinking about it earlier. I was like, he's gonna bring up toe socks, and I'm gonna
They're
be like,
the
I like toe
worst
socks.
socks, dude. No, they're stupid. I had them when I was like in high school, and I was like, yeah, these are cool. And then putting them on I don't know what to equate them to. They're like wearing I mean, they're gloves, I guess, for your feet, but
They're
it's
gloves
so
for your feet.
annoying. No, it's
They're,
stupid.
I mean, and I can never wear gloves on my hand, but that's for another podcast. But
Wait,
gloves
what?
on the
Yeah, we're gonna have to circle back to that one because I have no idea why you can't wear gloves. But either way, proceed.
But the toe socks, especially for when you're hiking and stuff like that, where there's a lot of friction going on, it's perfect.
Hold on. What do you mean friction?
Your feet move a lot, and
That
unknowingly,
I
you no
understand the
longer
definition of friction, but what do toe socks do differently to your
you
toes?
you don't feel the added friction because there's extra layers of protection in between your toes when you're like
So
rock climbing and hiking and stuff like that.
you're telling me your toes will start a fire if you hike too much.
No, but you'll get like super dry skin and irritated.
These sound like this is the firstest of world problems to have. You
Yes.
do not need glove socks. It's the stupidest thing.
I didn't say you need them. I'm just saying that sometimes they're worth it.
I don't think you need them. I prefer, like so when I was younger, I used to like the ankle socks that like went under the ankle. And I was like, yeah, I would never want anybody to see my socks. Now that I'm an adult, I'm like, I like a tight sock. Like the sock that has the elastic in the middle? I like
Yeah.
that, like around the arch. I like it tight.
Yeah, where it has that little compression on like
It's
your
nice. It's
arch
nice.
area.
It's
Yeah,
nice.
I like, but for me it's like sometimes
Not
like
all the time.
if I'm gonna be wearing shoes, yes.
All,
Like, but I can't just walk around the house in socks.
oh yeah, that's fine. That
Like
if
like
I'm
if I'm
walking around the house in socks, they're gonna be fuzzy socks. I love me a fuzzy sock too, but that's around the house. Also, my feet
yeah.
sweat way too quickly, so it's hard to wear
Well,
socks
that's
around
the
the house.
thing. My feet get too sweaty. I just can't wear socks. I also apparently don't know how to walk in socks.
Okay,
Like I just trip all the time. I just get frustrated and I end up taking them off. Like I'm not, I
I
guess,
think
intelligent.
I think the worst sock by far is the dress sock
It
because it
then
looked.
they're
I
not
like the
getting any
new
better.
cool. Yeah, I like the cool like dress socks. Like, oh look, it's freaking Harry Potter. Other than that, they're just slippery nonsense. They do close
They're
to nothing.
so bad. They're so bad. They're too thin.
Uh huh.
Like they're not comfortable. They don't give any support. They don't absorb any sweat. They're just a waste of material.
Yeah. So, but I feel like I don't know. I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna feel really weird because I don't like this word.
hmm
Um, but I feel like dress socks are like basically man pantyhose, And I only
Yeah,
say I don't like the word pantyhose because when I was a kid, pantyhose was pantyhose, underwear was
yeah,
underwear. But now as you're an adult, you realize that people say underwear as panties, and it's
yes.
such. I don't know if it's a dirty word, but it's a weird word. So to say like,
It is a
dre-
very weird word to hear.
so yeah, dress socks are the pantyhose for men essentially.
Yeah. I don't like the dress socks, and I don't care if people are like, oh, you got to get the gold toe ones. You got to get the no, they all suck.
No, the only way that I wear dress socks is I wear a pair of socks, athletic socks under it because one, they're a little thicker,
Yeah.
and then it also adds to like the tight sock. I also like a high, like I pull the dress sock up. Oh my god, you know what I would love probably those stupid,
Pantyhose.
those maybe or those garters, like those garter socks,
The little
the
garter
holders.
sock, the little garter holder that wraps around your knee and suspends your sock, and you'd probably go wild
I
for
would
that.
be losing my mind.
I
One of
don't.
my kids saw me put on dress socks once, and they were like, "Why do you wear like socks under your socks?" I'm like, "Well, it's more comfortable." And they call me Daddy Two Socks. So now my kids
And,
are walking around the house calling me Daddy Two Socks.
and it makes sense. Like for me, like you said it before, when you were younger, you like the socks that like just go like right underneath the ankle. That's like my go-to most of the time. And I'll still
Hmm.
get the ones with like the compression band like in the middle for like your arch, but I don't want anyone to see my sock. Um, and then if I do have like my sock is the height of my sock is based on the shoe I'm wearing. Like it will never go higher than my shoe.
Nah, it's too much work.
Like I have
I would have done that as well when I was younger and more caring about my ankles, but I don't care. I have like 12 pairs of the same pair of
well
socks.
well for me, I feel like if the sock is outside of the shoe, I'm gonna feel it and I don't want to feel my sock.
What? You're gonna fill your sock anyway.
No, because I will mess with my brain enough to be like, it's just my shoe.
I think we
Because
need to
no,
stop talking about socks. You're confusing me.
I don't like feeling the sock.
But you
Like the
feel
second,
the sock.
yes, but like if it's the same height of my shoe, I only feel something on my foot because I'm wearing a shoe.
I'm flabbergasted right now.
Really?
Yes,
That doesn't
that
make
is
sense to you?
okay. So it makes sense, but it's also stupid.
I mean, yeah, but it's like a
It's-
sensory problem, I guess. I don't know, because like me, with the second my shoes come off, my socks are coming off.
Look, I have sensory issues. Backpacks. If the things aren't level,
Yeah,
I'm
that's the
losing my
worst.
mind. And also, if the thing in the back is a little like sometimes we have kids, and if my wife Lizette, I can call her by her name now, puts a sweatshirt in the back for like the kids, and it's a little bumpy, I'm just doing this the whole time,
You
and they're
trying to
like, she's
smooth it
like,
out.
"What's
You're like,
wrong?" She's like,
I,
You can't hold the backpack." I'm like, "Okay, that's fine. I can't do
I
it."
did that. I had to like stop the other day because I put my computer charger on the wrong side of
Yeah,
the
no,
computer on my work bag, and I had to like literally stop while walking and like rearrange my bag because I'm the
yeah,
same way.
that
But
laptop
like,
has to be against her back.
and like the sock thing is definitely like a newer
A new
issue, I
sensory
guess.
overload. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like it's a new thing. All my sensories like are like super weird right now. Um, I honestly like don't get it, but it's like whatever. And yeah, my socks have to be like my shoe size. Like the other day, like my wife Haley, she got like nice warmer socks for the winter, and the other day was
To
freezing.
wear
So I,
four shoes or out just around the house.
to wear with like boots more or less. Like they're a little longer,
Okay, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
the other day was freezing. So I put them on because she was like, they're super soft. You're gonna like them. They're not too hot, but they're comfortable. They got the little compression. Da 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 da. So I was like, all right, sure. So it was like 30 degrees when I left the house the other morning. I put on the high socks and I was like, you know what? It's okay. It's freezing. I'm nice and warm. And after about 2 hours of being at work, I was like, I need to change my socks.
Wait, so you wore high socks with pants?
Yeah, I wore high socks. I was wearing long pants, like jeans.
What if you
And then
wore high socks with shorts?
no, that's worse.
Okay.
That's way worse.
That's I know kids do that
It,
nowadays.
that's very popular
Yeah,
nowadays.
yeah.
Like, and I'm fine with that. I did that when I was
It's
younger.
just not your
I
cup
never
of tea.
cared. It's just right now. But I keep an emergency pair of socks in my glove box, just in case you get a wet sock, you have another pair, and there happen to be like really short anklets. and they were perfect for my shoes. So I literally at work I changed socks.
Okay, so I know you can't see my face right now, but when you said I keep a spare pair of socks in your drawer, my eyes went wide. And then you're like, in case one gets wet, I was in my head. I'm like, okay, yeah, wet socks sucks. If I
Yeah,
get
what's
the smallest speck of water on my sock, I'm ripping both socks off. It doesn't matter.
yeah. So I that's actually something my grandfather told me. He always said his words exactly the day I got my license were keep a pair of socks and a pair of underwear in the car, just in case you get a wet sock and in case you crap yourself. And you know what? I've always kept socks in the car because I'm not worried about the latter.
Okay, good, good. I'm like, hold on, hold on. I don't want to. I don't want to extend this podcast anymore. We've already talked
I'm not
about
worried.
backpacks
I'm
and our
not worried
sensory
about
overloads.
not worried about the latter. I
Okay,
just
okay,
the
okay.
socks super important.
I'm
They
just
came
like,
in they
geez.
came in clutch when we were working at Eva's house. The
Okay,
first time I helped out with you.
that makes sense. I've
First thing they would have got in the car was put on dry socks.
I've never thought of that. Um, Usually I've just trekked through the mushy socks,
No,
but
I
also
can't do
like
it.
they don't. It doesn't happen that often, so
No, but when it does, it sucks. It's winter
it
time though, so
sucks.
it's gonna.
We should end the stream right there.
We should. That was a sock and good time.
It was so good. Are we done talking about socks?
I mean, I'm sure we're both fully capable of going longer.
I mean, for
But
sure.
I
I've
also feel
also
like
told a
this
lot
is
about
gonna be
myself.
a two-parter.
I mean, we could totally talk about this again once more people want to start chiming in. Let's get friggin' hashtag Daddy Two Socks. Let's get that going.
Let's get hashtag
Trend
Daddy
it.
Two Socks going.
Hashtag Daddy Two Socks.
Next T-shirt,
Yeah. Oh my god.
two socks. Hashtag Daddy Two Socks.
Technically, it should be 4 socks, but
Yes, it would
who's
be
counting?
4. That would be the first Foul Boys the podcast T-shirt right
Cowboys
there.
the podcast.
The T-shirt.
All right, guys. Yeah, this is the first episode. We would not be here without you guys. So thank you so much for watching us do our silly things online. Yeah, follow us on Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, of course. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you all. Yeah, come back next time. And as always,
We love you.